RNS Limited issued 10,000 shares to public, and the face value of the share is 10 rupees each, and the amount payable as on application 3 rupees, on allotment 2 rupees, on first call 3 rupees, and on final call 2 rupees. So in this way the amount of share is collected, right? Out of 10,000 shares, 9,000 shares were subscribed by the public. Only 9,000 shares were subscribed by the public, and all the amount collected duly, except 300 shares on first call has not paid first call money, and a shareholder having 800 shares has not paid money on final call. So in first call 300 shares and final call 800 shares has not paid their money, and remaining amount is collected here. So by considering that, let us draw the journal entries. So first, for the collection of application money, so where we collect the money, we receive money in our bank. So the first journal entry will be bank account debit rupees. So here public subscribed only 9,000 shares, and on each share we are collecting 3 rupees. So 9,000 shares into 3 rupees, 9 into 3, 27,000. So in our bank now 27,000 rupees came, 27,000 as what we collected this amount as a application, share application money. So credit to equity share application account credit rupees 27,000. So 20,000 amount is credited for application. Now narration, being equity share application money received on how many shares we have received? Only 9,000 shares. So that has to be mentioned there. So we have issued total 10,000 shares. We have given 10,000 shares to the public. So that is the offer. Offer we have given. We have offered 10,000 shares to the public, but public has subscribed only 9,000 shares. So here on 9,000 equity shares at rupees 3 per share. So first journal entry completes. So out of 10,000 shares, 9,000 shares were subscribed by the public. On 9,000 shares, 3 rupees per share we have collected. Now we allot the shares. Money received on equity shares. 9,000 equity shares at rupees 3 per share, being equity shares application money received on 9,000 equity shares at rupees 3 per share. Now we transfer this amount to share capital by telling that we have allotted the shares. So that is equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account, entire 27,000 we transfer to capital here. So 27,000. Equity share application account 27,000 to equity share capital account 27,000. And the narration, being application money transferred to equity share capital. Now we have allotted the shares. So this we inform to the applicants now. So you have applied for these many shares and we have given those many shares only. So by confirmation, so to confirm that, so now we are calling money again, that is allotment money. So we inform them, you have whatever number of shares you have applied for, we have issued those many shares to you. So by confirming that, pay ₹2 on allotment. Here no discount, no premium. Shares are issued at par here. So entire ₹2 is goes to what? Allotment. So first entry for allotment becoming due. So next journal entry, equity share allotment account debit. So on 9,000 applications only we received. So 9,000 shares we are allotted. So now we are telling the shareholders to pay ₹2 on 9,000 shares only, not beyond that, because only 9,000 shareholder shares are given to the public. So 9,000 into ₹2 is equal to 18,000 we are expecting from the public. So 18,000, 9,000 shares into ₹2, 18,002. We transfer this amount to equity share capital account, 18,000. So here this money becomes due, being narration being equity share allotment due on 9,000 equity shares at ₹2 per share. Okay, only ₹2 is due. Now what public will do? Public will pay ₹2 to our bank. So now the fourth entry for receiving the money, so that is bank account debit. Bank account debit to equity share allotment account, 18,000. So we have collected, we have received all the money till here. So narration being equity share allotment money received, and close the transaction here. So first we have issued 10,000 shares and 9,000 applications we received from the public. Then we transfer the money to capital and we inform the shareholders. So okay, so next transaction for first call money becoming due. So here we issued 10,000 shares, but only we received applications for 9,000 shares and we allotted all 9,000 shares, and now we are calling ₹3 on those 9,000 shares only, not 10,000. Okay, because we are allotted 9,000 shares, to them only we can ask remaining money. So total we have till allotment we have collected ₹5 out of ₹10. Now we are calling ₹3 out of ₹5. So first transaction for first call money becoming due, equity share first call account debit rupees. So here ₹3 we are calling on 9,000 shares. So total 27,002. We are transferring this amount to equity share capital account to equity share capital account, ₹27,000. ₹27,000. Now narration being, okay, wait, being equity share first call money due on 9,000 equity shares at ₹3 per share. So as we are allotted 9,000 shares, on 9,000 shares, the first call money is due. Now next entry for receiving money on first call. So on 9,000 shares, we have called 3 rupees. But here, a shareholder holding 300 shares failed to pay the 3 rupees per share here, first call money. So that means here total how many shareholders has the shareholders of how many shares has paid the amount here. So out of 9,000, 300 shares has not paid. That means 8,700 shares we have received money, first call money on 8,700 shares. So 8,700 shares into 3 rupees. So how much it is? 8,700 into 3, 26,100. So out of 27,000, 300 shares into 3 rupees. So 900 rupees we are not collected. So 27,000 minus 900 also 26,100 rupees we are not collected. Sorry, only 26,100 we have collected from the public. So to show that bank account debit 26,100. 26,100 to equity share first call account credit 26,100. Now the narration here we have to write in detail, that is on how many shares we have collected. So being equity share first call money received on 8,700 shares at rupees 3 each, at rupees 3 per share. So total 9,000 shares were subscribed by the public and we allotted all 9,000 shares. Till allotment we have received all the money. When we called first call on 9,000 shares, a shareholder having 300 shares has not paid. So we have collected money on 8,700 shares only. So total 26,100 we have collected. So here again we have given a chance to the applicants. We have not rejected them, though he has not paid. So we give chance and we hope that when we call a final call, along with final call, he may pay the first call money also. Okay, so by assuming that we make final call. So now the entry for final call money becoming due. So here we write equity share final call account debit. So again here on how many shares you are calling? We are calling on 9,000 shares only, not 8,700 shares, because we have not forfeited or cancelled those 300 shares. We have not cancelled. So again we are calling on 9,000 shares only. So 9,000 shares into 2 rupees per share, remaining 2 rupees, 18,000. 18,002. Equity share capital account rupees 18,000. So we have called now. So now narration being equity share final call money due on 9,000 equity shares at rupees 2 per share. Okay, so on 9,000 shares only we are calling, because we are not cancelled those 300 shares on which we are not collected first call money. Now what happens here? The shareholders of 300 shares, he fails to pay the final call money also. He has not paid first call money and also he has not paid final call money. Along with him, another applicant who is allotted 500 shares fails to pay the final call money. So on final call totally, so out of 9,000 shares, we don't collect amount on 800 shares. So that means we collect final call money on just 8,200 shares. So out of 18,000, so 800 into 2 rupees, 1,600 we don't collect. That means how much we collect here? So 18,000 minus 1,600, that is 16,400 rupees we receive from the public. So for that, to show the amount collected from the public, now the transaction bank account debit to equity share final call account. So on how many shares we are collecting? 18,200 shares into 2 rupees. So that is, sorry, 8,200 shares into 2 rupees, that is 16,400. 16,400. And now the narration in detail to tell what happened here. Being equity share final call money received on just 8,200 shares at rupees 2 per share. Now here we complete the transaction, we close the transaction. So total, there we have to make the total. So what happened here? We have issued 10,000 shares to the public, and public subscribed only 9,000 shares, and we allotted all 9,000 shares to the public. By confirming that, we collected 2 rupees from the share applicants, and they all paid application money and allotment money both. When we made first call rupees 3 per share on those 9,000 shares, a shareholder having 300 shares fails to pay the first call money. So on finally 8,700 shares, we collected first call money. Then without cancelling those 300 shares, we called final call money also. And on 9,000 shares final call money, we collected on 8,200 shares only. So that means here total 2 shareholders having 300 and 500 shares failed to pay the final call money. Okay, so totally he collected 16,400 rupees on final call.